Take a step back into time at Lombardo's Apothecary at 1230 South Mill Street. Will take you back in time. Take you back in time to make you feel better. They have cards, snacks, all kind of toiletries and health and beauty aids that will make you feel great. They also have prescriptions too. It's Lombardo's Apothecary. Call 724-654-8100.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
Hello, I'm Melva Pope, and welcome to the morning show.
Morning, Newcastle, and welcome to a miserable, yucky November 15th. And you know, you got to expect it. Hopefully you have that first cup of coffee because you're going to need it to warm up. Yeah, you got to expect. We're in November. I mean, I'm not looking for any type of miracle, okay, if you would. But it is miserable. So let's get to the mailbag. Joe Marcacci is sharing our video on Facebook. Thank you, Joe. Mary Lou Smith. She writes, "Hi, Angelo, and thank you, Mary Lou, for tuning in. Totally appreciate it. And a lot of people watching. TJ Cast out at Laurel following us. Michael Rand, Mike DeStefano, Dawn Hunter. This is going to be big this morning. Kayla Lynn, Scott Cartwright, Amy Naples Middleton. Okay, Doug Solomon, thanks for sharing. Michelle Karenbauer, Wendy Pierce, all watching NCTV45, and Mitchell Gibson, Mike Perrone, Laura Kendall, Kelly Fagan, Brad Olson, thanks for watching. Joe J. Emery, Louis Casasandra, totally appreciate that. Jim Kuhn, I don't know if I said that right. Thanks for watching. And Tina Mayberry, Kathleen Frankovich, Roxanne Goodish Fox, Barbie Parada, Crystal Bear, Stacy Barney, Roanne Romeo. Okay, now there, and you know what? We're not even halfway through the mailbag. Okay, as Mike DiStefano enjoyed the Cedar Sports Corner, and Cindy McConnell, Amy, I can't say the last name because it just blows my mind. Sometimes I can't say these names. We have people all over following us on Twitter. Okay. And Glenda Huntington, thanks for being part of the NCTV45 family. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to keep going through this. Laura Kerr, Christopher Tyler, Cheryl Palazzi Benson, Mary Lou Diaz, Stacy Llewellyn, Larry Sneezick, and the beat goes on. Like I said, I'm just going to keep on going right through, and that gets us down to Ed Jordan, who always talks about NCTV45, and I appreciate it. Courtney Rick, R-E-C-H, Reich, Dominic DeMonico, Sean DiCristoforo, and Sean, much deserved. Thank you for the comment. A lot of people liking NCTV45 these days, and I gotta tell you, it's great. I'm overwhelmed. Andy Sorbo, Maria Di Prospero, and we're down to the last 20 left. I didn't want to bore you on that, but let's get to the birthdays. Shannon Lee, Aaron Zahner, Aaron Condis, Dennis McVeigh, Christy Carbone Bernardi, Michael Christopher DeRosa, Rick Rosano. Happy birthday. Get that second piece of birthday cake. You guys are going to tire me out here. Patty Prestipine Schaefer, Darlene Rich Gennaro, Ron Unziak, Jason Steen, Natalie DeCarbo, Kylie Orelli, McCormick, Art Danucci. Make sure you get that second piece of birthday cake with that cup of coffee. And that gets us through the birthdays. And I thank you for it. We'll stop back. Pat Mananock, thanks for joining the NCTV45 family. We got a lot more to go. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this. This program furnished by the MAD Unit, Mobile Auto Detailing. See Michael Sad at themadunit.com. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. Back. How about this? I read that mailbag and I had to give these numbers. Listen to these numbers. I'm telling her behind the glass. People visiting our page up 289%. Our weekly reach, the number of people embracing us and watching us every day, 600%. The people engaged watching it all the way through, up 2,400%. Like it. Is that amazing? I just, wow. Sandra Parada, thanks for the kind comments. And Corey Winslow, thanks for joining the NCTV45 family. And it just, I'm not even going to read that because that's more people watching our page, and then it gets to be like, wow, you're like really rubbing it in, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so thanks to all of you. Now, here's the thing on tagging. I will review tags, but I will not endorse a tag. If I think it's appropriate, yeah. Okay, but as a community station, our people pay for advertising. So, remember that. And here's somebody getting some bad flack. Okay, and you know, people try to be civil, and it wasn't about us. It was about one of the groups we share, to try to be civil about what's going on. You know, this isn't WWF wrestling, okay? And we really have to start to think of how other people feel, their thoughts, and that type of thing. You know, there was an administrator of one group calling people names because she was so upset. Chill out, relax. You know, hey, it's raining, it's cold. If you have coffee, watch NCTV45. Now, we went through that. We still got the song of the day. I'll talk a little bit about what's on Who's Watching. Chill out. We'll be right back after these messages.
The Cedars is a great restaurant with outstanding Mediterranean food. The Cedars takeout menu is second to none, featuring pizza, stromboli, hoagies, their famous lamb on the rod, and so much more. So when you're hungry and you want that Newcastle taste, make it Cedars. Now it's in Newcastle, 827 Addis Street on the east side, and all Cedars 724-658-9260.
To that Cedar Sports Corner, and let's get to college football. How's your Thursday looking when you go for those nice wings? And well, you got three matchups: Toledo at Kent State, Tulane at Houston, and Florida Atlantic, why they're at North Texas. Now, over in the NHL, as my monitor slowly changes, your Thursday games, and New York is at New York, so the Rangers and the Islanders getting together. But closer to home, you've got your Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. New Jersey will be at Philadelphia, Florida will be at Columbus, and Detroit will be at Ottawa, while Nashville travels to Arizona, and Toronto visits San Jose. In the NBA, and it sounds like the Sixers are getting some stuff together. Now, small matchups on Thursday, not a big schedule for the NBA. Golden State's at Houston, Atlanta's at Denver, San Antonio, why they're at the LA Clippers. Now, this was the Cedar Sports Corner, and we're going to take this break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
The Cedars is a great restaurant with outstanding Mediterranean food. The Cedars takeout menu is second to none, featuring pizza, stromboli, hoagies, their famous lamb on the rod, and so much more. So when you're hungry and you want that Newcastle taste, make it Cedars. Now it's in Newcastle, 827 Addis Street on the east side, and all Cedars 724-658-9260.
The Pokeberry Exchange at 41 North Mercer Street has gifts galore that'll make you want to explore. Lamps, homemade lamps of every shape and color that will excite any room in your house. Wind chimes hang from the door to give that sweet sound. Sweet soaps and teas, embroidered towels, and much more. It's the Pokeberry Exchange. It's yours to explore. Peppers, mouth-watering fruit, fine dressings, apples, meats. This place looks so familiar. Everyone in Newcastle has to know about it. Yes, it reminds you of when you were growing up, right in downtown Newcastle. Look at those fine lunch meats and ethnic foods. Yes, it's Joseph's. And we're back. Here's the song of the day. Listen to this. Well, maybe I'll play the whole song for you. We'll talk about that later. Sometimes you hit the button and it don't stop. What are you going to do? News Watch today. Santa Claus is coming to town. Find out where. And how about Comcast and NBC Universal? They're in a little scarf. Okay. The Wolf administration, they're talking about alternative fuel. You know, I know I told you about Alzheimer's month. It's another month to remember here. And if you like great music, it's out there at Westminster this weekend. And would you give up $14 million? All that and a whole bunch more to find out on Newswatch. Better keep tuning in. Watch our weather updates. And, you know, did you like the football segment last night with Alex? He's my man. You know, I love Alex. I just got to keep throwing him off every once in a while. See if I keep him on his toes. And it's unbelievable. But things are turning exactly like I said. You know, the Ravens, they're selling the house. They're firing their coach. They said this is his last year. He knows it. Okay. The Bengals are bungling in Cincinnati, as they always do. It's no surprise. So the second place team, we already know the Steelers will win the division. So the second place team becomes the Browns. And they're so happy they don't know what to do. I mean, for once, they're not in the basement. And how about LeBron James? He's over in L.A. complaining, okay, which is just typical for him. He had to swallow his words the other day because he thought, this is where I put myself. What are you going to do? You know, just amazing. We'll give you updates on that weather from time to time. You know, we gave you an update on sports after the last break, and we're going to go to the weather now. And constantly changing. This is going to be an influx day. If you don't have to travel later on tonight, I'd stay home. Watch NCTV45 Cooking and Castle. Now, we're going to take this break, and we'll come back with the song of the day, helpful hints, and a whole bunch more right after these messages.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
And here you go, right on cue. We had to go inside to take care of a couple things. We're right outside the station, and as I walked out the door and we went live, you could take a look. Here is the freezing rain. It's raining now. If you look at the sidewalk, you can see how it just started. And if you look at the top of my car, you see it hitting the car and then going into a freezing type mode as people get out and about this early morning. At 5 o'clock, absolutely nothing. And at 6 o'clock, absolutely nothing. I'm looking at my watch now. It says about 19 minutes after the hour 6, and bang, just at that second, 6:19, that's when we got hit with what's coming down now, and you could hear it clicking as freezing rain. And I'm going to go out and show you as we take a look at the top of the car and give you a little bit better look-see. Everything as it hits and comes down, I don't know if you could see the whiteness and on that. So it's going to be icy as you wait probably another 45 minutes to get outside and get out and about. Make sure you're careful. Understand that if you're going up steps or other areas, there could be some slippery spot. If you go just this second, you're going to be okay, because it still has not made the pavement even like wet. So that gives you an idea of when it's starting. It started here in Newcastle at 6:19, and we'll keep you posted. We're gonna get and take a look around, get a little breakfast, and that's it for the day. I just watched a few salt trucks go down, because they'll start salting the parking lots and everything as you get out and about. So be kind and careful, and stay tuned to NCTV45, Newcastle's community television station. We're available anytime on your time. Have a great day, everybody.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
And we're back, and 45 minutes later, what do you have? Well, basically a rain event. As the rain comes down, it's not clicking like it was where it was freezing. What you are getting, and cars are going a little fast here on North Street, what you are getting is more water than you are ice. And if the temperature drops during the day, it could get really, really icy. As I got out and about, went and got my coffee, it's really, really cut back. As you can see, not really raining hard, not really a lot of ice. But when I did start up my vehicle over at the Speedway after I got coffee, and the coffee there is great, it was icy, okay? And 2 seconds with the wipers or the defroster, and it was gone. So not anything to worry about there. As I came across the sidewalks, basically water. You were actually getting more ice at 6:19 than it seems like you're getting now. But I'm looking, it's still raining, and it's still coming down pretty good. If that temperature drops, you're gonna have ice basically everywhere especially on the power lines and everything going across. that's exposed down here in the city. We'll keep you abreast of the weather and let you know what's happening, right in here in Lawrence County as we move through our day, our work day. We'll take you along with us. Now, be careful out on the roads, and for those people traveling west, I think they're going to be okay. People traveling south, you're going to encounter some ice because it's coming from the south, so it's hitting down in Cranberry and that area a lot faster than it's hitting us up here. Because there was about an hour and 20 minutes before we even got any precipitation. For NCTV45, I'm Angelo Parada. Thanks for watching, and remember, we're anytime on your time.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
And here we are again, giving you a report outside and with this weather. As we took a walk down the steps here of the Temple building, and you can see outside the gutters and everything, it's coming down as rain. Now, I'll take a little stroll down the steps here, and what you have as you walk along is basically water, but the temperature is 31 degrees. Now, as I'm walking, and I'm in front of the status events party room. If you have never been there, it's a great room downtown here. So what you have is the ice just forming on the cars, and I'll give you a look at that. And it's cold surfaces that are untreated. In other words, here you go, as you can see some of the ice that exists, okay, and occasionally what you're getting is, as you walk down the street here, you're getting pelted with a little bit of ice here, a little bit of ice there. Mainly everything's wet. Now, we've been being told, as we look up different weather sites, that in Cranberry, it's really started to change over. Nothing here yet, as everything's still a little wet, and we're at what, approximately 8:15, 8:20, coming up on that time. So we'll keep you posted every hour just to let you know what's going on. As you can see right now, mostly everything just still wet, although as people have their cars parked, the surface of the car a lot colder, and with that 31 degrees, I'm looking at a green car right outside the other way, and I do want to show you what it looks like as we take a look. This is another good example of the ice building up, and kind of expecting that to change around to snow. Maybe we'll hit some ice before we get to the snowy part, but we'll give you an update throughout the morning on exactly what's going on. For NCTV45, I'm Angelo Parada. Anytime on your time, it's NCTV45. Thank you. We'll see you again real soon. And now it's time for Lawrence County 45 weather, and you're going to love this. Yeah, cuddle alert last night after last night's cloudy low of 27. And when you look at radar, the local scene doesn't show you much, but on the national scene, you see that nor'easter moving up. And that means we could get plopped on. Now, plopped is the worst. That's the best way I can describe it. You know, a high of 35, but there's an 80% chance of precipitation. Freezing rain and sleet before 11. And then after 11, you've got some sleet. Something to keep your eye on. Now, Thursday night, rain and snow. Snow after 10, a low of 31. Chance of precipitation 80%. So you're going to get some trace amounts on the grassy areas. It's going to be icy. It's going to be cold. It's going to be miserable. Plopping you into Friday, rain and snow, mostly cloudy, a high of 40, but the chance of precipitation is only 30%. And then Friday night, mostly cloudy and 31. Saturday, mostly cloudy and 40. Saturday night, mostly cloudy, 27. Sunday rolls around. Mostly cloudy, 38. Chance of precip is only 30%. And then mostly cloudy on Sunday night with a low of 24. Monday, partly sunny and 37. Monday night, partly cloudy, a low of 24. And then Tuesday, mostly sunny and a high of 39. So that was Lawrence County 45 weather. We're going to sled ride right out of here and take a look at these sponsors who keep community television on the air for you. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. If you're having a party, then Keystone Specialty is the place you need to go. Yes, they have every party supply that you can imagine. Planning that wedding, that graduation, or maybe it's just that big game that's coming up, go to Keystone Specialty. Party supplies and so much more. Remember, they have those fall decorations, winter, spring, and summer. It's Keystone Specialty on the south side of Newcastle, Mill Street. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
But I need to tell you something.
Well, we're back, and let's get to those helpful hints. You know, better yet, let's get to the glasses, because if I don't have one, I can't see. Here you go. Double frosted. The simple little trick saves money and calories. When you don't have the time to make your own frosting, you can blend store-bought frosting in a mixer to double the volume. I didn't know that. See, you learn something on this station all the time. You know, I'm going to read How to Be Your Wife's Best Friend, then I'm going to tell you something. Never make a joke at her expense. Well, that I can tell you that's right, because I always do that. She always gets mad at me. And on the calendar, okay, it says, divide and replant fall blooming bulbs after leaves are yellow. Well, in our case, now's the time, because them leaves past yellow. They're on their way to red and on the ground. So, yep, better do that. Plant, divide, and replant crowded fall blooming bulbs. There you go. Now, last night I went to Ferrone Brothers and I had their meatball sandwiches. Oh, they were so good. The bread, it was just absolutely perfect. I encourage you to take a ride down Mill Street. Get to Ferrone Brothers. They have such great food. You'll love it. Now, I've only got one thing left to say. Make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day. And before you do, I just want to see if you maybe will hit 1,200 or something. Make sure you tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And tell them we're available anytime on your time. Now, as I said before, make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Stay warm and we'll see you again real soon.